Welcome aboard on a visual symphony of captivating culture and ethereal landscapes nestled amidst the majestic Himalayas. Prepare to embark on a transcendent journey where nature's splendor meets a new adventure at every turn. From tranquil valleys dotted with beautiful forests and the glistening Beas to adrenaline-pumping activities, Manali has got it all. Manali offers a cornucopia of experiences for the intrepid traveler. So sit back, relax, and let this travel vlog to Manali transport you to a world of wonder and enchantment. So the entire adventure began with a train trip from Ahmedabad to Delhi with our camp group, including the camp instructors. From Delhi, we embarked on a bus ride to Manali through Chandigarh and Haryana. Later, we reached our campsite and covered spellbinding places like the Jagatsukh village, the Rishi Waterfalls or the Baroad-Parsha Waterfalls, the old Manali town, the Manu Temple, the Hadimba Temple, the Mall Road, the Atal Tunnel, Dhundi, Solang and several other picturesque locations along the way. The entire trip also included a plethora of adventure activities and long treks. Watch the entire saga unfold right here. So this time the travel partner is not my mom. My mom is coming to drop me at the railway station. This is my travel partner. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Shaival Trivedi, Shiv's friend.
At the Ahmedabad railway station, ready with the 2 bags, 1 rucksack, 1 day pack. Ready to rumble. And that's our very tiny travel group. Up next for you is the fun-filled train ride. Zarur, zarur.
तेरा नाम लूं जुबान से मेरे आगे से तेरा नाम लूं जुबान से तेरे आगे सर झुका दूं मेरा इश्क कह रहा है मैं तुझे जुबान बना दूं.
So I'm in this train having food and the food was surprisingly scrumptious. I did not expect this, but the food was great here in the Rajdhani Express. I don't know why I was not expecting the food to be great, but it was pretty great. But headroom for me is not that great because this place is meant for sleeping, not for sitting, but I'm sitting and reading a book. So yeah, that's on me, I guess. अर्ज किया है
दर्श को नहीं मिले 10 रुपए के छुट्टे दर्श को नहीं मिले 10 रुपए के छुट्टे पृथ्वी की फूकी है 2 रुपए के सुट्टे.
I'm glad that the train people weren't around to pick me out while I was doing this. Finally arrived in Delhi and it is my chance to say Delhi ab dur nahi because I am in Delhi. The entire group is in Delhi right now and we are enjoying the authentic chole bhature of Delhi and everyone's having a great time. While we were traveling from Delhi to Manali, we took a halt at this nice restaurant in Samalkha, Haryana. It had live music, modern ambience and a jolly vibe. Who knew even a simple dinner halt could be this fun? We also danced around a bit and had an awesome time over there. It's a musical night that's going on in the bus. I have a sore throat. I'll continue the singing even if my throat's sore. Let's go!
A few moments later.
Waking up to a view like that from the bus window was exactly the perfect trailer of the natural beauty we were going to experience in the entire trip. The realization of entering Himachal Pradesh was indeed one of euphoria and sublime excitement. And snow is quite easily visible right now and it is quite chilly over here, so we've got to cover up. A river flowing with a great current. Unfortunately, we won't be doing whitewater rafting because it's not planned in our itinerary. But this is the bridge from which we will cross this river. We're going on a long trek to our campsite and we come this far and there's still a long way to go. So it's a morning exercise for us. And this guy has a suitcase instead of a rucksack and he is particularly sad. And that's the gate to our campsite. And I enter. Beautiful, beautiful campsite and there we are. Now I'll take you through a tour of my tent. This is the entire campsite and these are the tents of our group. This particular tent is allotted to my group and there are 6 people in a tent. And here it is. This is where we remove the shoes. This is the bed area. This is where we keep the luggage and that in there is the washroom. On reaching the campsite, we were allotted to our tents and then we moved on to the breakfast area. I have got to say that the food provided to us throughout the entire trip was nutritious, wholesome and tasty. Then came the initial briefing and icebreaker session. We played some team building games and got to know the basics of life at the campsite. Then we came to know about the way the camp instructors address us. It goes like a yo 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 from the side of the camp instructors and we're supposed to respond with a yo what's up and then they speak what they have to. Like it's been done here. I've got to admit that this technique really helps in shutting out the commotion and grabbing the attention of the campers promptly, and that this method could even be used by school teachers and college professors someday. Later, we did an activity at the campsite where we learned the basics of tent pitching and we built and dismantled tents in the right way in small groups. The dogs here seem to have a special kind of mutation with a thick fur present around them to keep them warm, probably.
जो दिख रहा है
हाँ
फ्लावर सा,
हाँ
ये बाद में जब बड़ा हो जाएगा तो इसमें फ्रूट आएगा।
ओके
जो ये दिख रहा है छोटे छोटे, ये इसमें पहले फ्लावर रहते हैं ना, बाद में वो गिर जाते हैं तो इसमें ही फ्रूट आता है।
ओके
आप इसको ही गिरा रहे थे।
हाँ तो कौन सा फ्रूट आएगा?
प्लम।
ओके नहीं गिराएंगे। The entire group is gathered at the campsite to embark upon a trek to the beautiful Jagatsukh village nearby. And this is the tough mountain climb that we are undertaking right now. That there is a method of shifting cultivation or zoom farming that we learn in our textbooks of geography. We managed to climb such a high altitude. The trek was quite dangerous, but we managed it. But oh, the trek is far from over yet. This is just a rest and photography spot that we've assigned here, and we'll be ready to go in just a few moments. BTWFYI, Jagatsukh is located 6 kilometers away from Manali, and the overcast, cool, breezy weather kept us in a sapid state throughout. It has a rich history too. According to ancient folklore, Jagatsukh was founded by Jagatsukh, a prince from Mandi who came to Kulu and ruled there. And it's said that Jagatsukh used to be the capital of the Kulu kingdom. It has many temples and shrines as well, the most famous one being the Shiv Mandir being built during the 8th century AD. The temple is known for its intricate stone carvings and is considered a masterpiece. What you see here are the stinging nettle leaves that have fine hairs on the leaves and stems that contain irritating chemicals which are released when the plant comes in contact with the human skin. These nettle hairs are excruciatingly painful to human touch. And our camp instructors made us get a feel of it, as you can see in the next video. For me, my skin kept panging for almost 15 to 20 minutes and it stung real bad. And you see how awesomely the human brain functions. Everyone knew that it hurt, yet everyone wanted to go and touch it. Except of course a few exceptions here and there. The FOMO and the curiosity of humans, however, might lead to the end of the human race itself. But humans, after all, are the most evolved beings. We will figure some stuff out, never mind.
हो गया सर, ये टच कर दो।
This is the betel leaf. If you touch it, it stings real bad.
It's good for blood circulation.
Good for blood circulation. इसकी चटनी बनती है. Whomping willow forest. A forest full of whomping willows. Imagine these trees coming to life. The weather is getting cloudier by the minute. While we were trekking, we saw some unforeseen rainfall as well, which reminded me of the first thing told to us by the camp instructors, that Mumbai ki fashion और Manali का मौसम कभी भी बदल सकते हैं. We'd been told to prepare for the worst weather, and I did carry my raincoat, even if we may be too Panglossian and expected the best kind of weather. But expectations, do they even matter? First ones in the campsite after the village trek. So next on the bucket list today for us is a trek to Rishi Waterfalls. There's the huge group that is gathered, and it's gonna be a long trek, and we're gonna be there till 1 o'clock and then back for lunch. Two of our trek mates, there's Wasuli and there's an unnamed guy here, probably trying to alleviate my fear of dogs with these people. I mean dogs. The trek to Rishi Waterfalls is on. This is a break for photo sessions and I'm being asked to move aside, and this is a great place and an aesthetic place, as the Instagram generation calls it, for clicking pictures. And our camp instructors are asking to move, and our other dog companions are here with us as well. Today's weather is in stark contradistinction to what we saw yesterday. Having such nice sunny weather with the sun simply kissing us and not assaulting us like in Ahmedabad after a night of teeth-chattering winds was indeed a relief. And the cherry on top of the cake? The beautiful and soothing ripples of the river Beas beside us. Simply amazing. Guys, that's the road we are walking on. Can you believe it? Just the scenic beauty and getting kissed by the sun. Oh shit. So this is from where we are walking, just the absolute scenic beauty that we are experiencing right in the lap of the mountains.
and getting kissed by the sun, which was very much needed, and getting away from the chilly wind on this awesome road. We're going towards Rishi Waterfalls right now. And there's a scary German shepherd in the midst of dogs. My fear of dogs is not going away anytime soon, I guess.
There it is. I have found a way to spot the Baroad-Parsha or the Rishi waterfalls from afar, and here is a sneak peek.
Some people were saying that we're gonna watch Rishi waterfalls from the ground, but I think we're going way uphill, and I asked our camp instructor, is this it? And he said, it's just the start, buddy. And this is a long climb, and we're going way uphill right to the origin of the Rishi waterfalls. I was saying that it was uphill, but I didn't know it was this uphill. The group has been scattered to bits. The tired people have been left behind. As our camp instructor explained us, that the houses here are usually made of concrete bricks and rocks, so that it acts as an insulator to keep the residents inside warm, and the roofs are sloping so that the rain and the snow can trickle down off there. That's the logic of the whole architecture. It's quite thin, it's not too huge, it's not too small.
A few moments later.
That's just awesome. Absolute infinite fun and beauty of riding a car on these roads. I absolutely want to bring my own car here someday. We're at the Baroad-Parsha waterfall. Give me to take that picture. How's the Josh? How's the Josh? Yes. And dogs are barking. Okay, bye bye. And the uphill task continues. Pun intended. Philanthropic bit for national interest. Here's the lot of some of the first ones to arrive. And the slowies are still climbing uphill. Yeah, well, slowies, whatever. Manali expectation, Manali reality. That's the photography spot, which is so very full right now. Even I was there a few moments ago. But the view is scenic, so yeah, the rush is quite justified.
Behold the towering summits behind me that reach towards the heavens, provided such a place exists, adorned with snow-capped caps that glimmer like diamonds in the sunshine. And the photo session thus far has been quite successful as well.
This seems like the photography spot. Oh, come on, guys. This seems like the photography spot for the waterfalls, and they're indeed beautiful. And the uphill task has been completed, pun intended once again. I'm at the photography spot at the Rishi waterfalls, and here as well, some furry invaders. Now there's an insane amount of rush at this bridge. It's better to come early over here and get some quality pictures first. Here are some of the pictures that I got.
Our trek to the Baroad-Parsha waterfalls certainly did not go in vain. We were rewarded by the sight of the magnificent falls cascading down a rocky precipice in a shimmering and sparkling display. The arduous journey was indeed great, and even more importantly, we got some good quality pictures and videos. Kudos to us. The origin of the Rishi waterfalls, however, is steeped in mythology and folklore. Legend has it that the Rishi waterfalls were created by the divine intervention of ancient sages who sought to purify the surroundings with their holy waters. These cascading waters are said to embody the spiritual power and wisdom of the Rishis, thus lending the Rishi waterfalls an ethereal quality.
Now the camp instructors have started calling the crowd over from the bridge, and the latecomers are not being able to get any quality pictures. The Rishi waterfalls have been named after Shandal and Parashar Rishis, who were great sages of the ancient time. And there's a village called the Broad village over there, and this is maintained by the Himachal Pradesh Forest Department. Got a green apple for the downhill trip right now. These logs here have been placed by the villagers in an expert manner to prevent soil erosion. Supposedly another campsite or a hotel establishment downstairs. And the perks of being ahead of most of the group are that you get a lot more time for resting and a lot more time for photography. The waterfall is still trickling down.
The entire trek is about to end. We are now heading back to our campsite. Basically, the trek lasted about 14 kilometers and it was quite tiring for some, quite invigorating for the others, and a mix of both for some. Walking through the frigid waters of the river Beas was certainly not going to be easy. We were familiarized with how to walk through the knee-deep gushing waters though. Mainly, as you can see, hold hands or get flown away, teamwork was indeed dreamwork. The trick also was to walk upstream and not in the same direction as the current of the river so as to not get flown away with the river. Looking out for rocks and unforeseen obstacles was absolutely essential. This was probably the coldest water I've ever experienced in my 18 years on this planet. Yet, I decided to make around 10 head-first dips in the water simply for the fun of it and lots of crazy excitement as well, and of course YOLO. I can only imagine how cold it might be in winter. Shiv, in the end, was shivering woefully until he reached to the hot springs. Back to first person now. As excruciatingly cold the walk to the hot springs for me was, the bath there was probably the single most refreshing bath I have ever had in my life.
Manali plus Maggie equals killer combination. This is how the campsite looks at night. You might think it's dreary, but believe me, it is quite lively. And the mountain over there looks scary for sure. In the morning it looks all lively and bright. But right now it is eerily silent except for this little group over here. It's the third day of the trek and at the campsite. Atmosphere over here is very pleasant right now, and we're going for some adventurous activities right now like rappelling and mountain climbing. Equipment for rappelling and mountain climbing. Trekking our way towards rock climbing and rappelling through this hay road.
Right now, the camp instructors are explaining us the correct technique that we have to use while undertaking the activities of rappelling and rock climbing, and the correct ways to wear the helmet, wear the harness and keep ourselves safe overall, so that we don't mess up mid-activity and die or something. And you'd be happy to know 0 casualties on the trip thus far. As is visible in the video, you can see me engaging in the exhilarating activity of rappelling, which involves descending a vertical surface using a rope, harness and specialized equipment, which includes a helmet and thick gloves to prevent our hands from blistering due to continual contact with the thick rope. This activity involves a combination of physical and mental fortitude as well as an indomitable spirit, as one must control their descent while navigating the terrain and maintaining balance and coordination. As I descended the precipitous terrain, I felt an adrenaline rush as I took in the stunning vista from my lofty vantage point. The sensation of the rope sliding through my gloved hands, the weight of my body harnessed to the line and the sounds of the nature below, all combined to create an unforgettable experience for me.
This might seem fun, this is the rock climbing activity, but the line is like 10 to 100 times longer than the time taken for the activity, which is kind of boring. But we get to listen to the nice ripples of the Beas river.
While the rock that had been selected for the activity of rappelling by our camp instructors was quite huge, wherein we had to descend from quite a high altitude, the rock that had been used for the activity of rock climbing was comparatively smaller. But the challenge here was that we had to climb on that rock with the help of our own bare hands and our own abilities, and not use the support of the harness ropes with which we had been tied, and that is what made the activity fun and engaging in the end. Ultimately, the activity did involve a wee bit of rappelling, which involved us to use the support of the rope, and which is justified as well. You must have seen how scared I was of dogs during my trek to the Rishi Waterfalls, right? Another massive highlight of this trip for me has been conquering my cynophobia, that is my fear of dogs, little by little, if not completely. This trip made me vanquish the shadows of cynicism that plagued my existence, with me rising from the ashes as a phoenix. Why? Because I had two choices. The fierce German Shepherd and the other dogs were there to stay at the campsite, and I could either stay cooped up in my tent in fear, or I could come out and bask in the glory of the brilliant surroundings around me. I chose the latter, and I'm grateful for my choice. I couldn't have imagined in my wildest of dreams getting such pictures with dogs, especially the big German Shepherd, let alone touch them. Now I can!
Camp instructors have divided everyone into groups of 12 and they're all visiting the Hadimba Temple, Manu Temple and Mall Road. Basically the Manali town.
Right now, we're walking in the old Manali town, which is a charming and picturesque location located in the Kulu district. It is situated at an altitude of a whopping 2050 meters above sea level and is known for its rustic charm, vibrant culture, and natural beauty. And the first on the list is the Manu Temple from here. Briefly stated, the legend of Maharshi Manu was related to the Matsya avatar of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu then appeared in his real form and told Maharshi Manu about the flood that would wipe out all life from the earth. The sage then constructed a boat to accommodate his family, the Saptarshis, and 9 types of animals, birds, seeds, etc. After the flood was over, the sages came to earth and meditated. The Manu temple was built at the place where Sage Manu meditated. A fact that a very few people are aware of is that the ancient name of Manali is Manualaya, which means the abode of Manu. The modern name Manali is simply a distortion of the former name that the passage of time might have brought about. The temple is built in the ancient pagoda style of architecture and it has a brass roof which gives it a very distinct and unique look. Au revoir to the Manu temple. Now we have embarked upon a walk towards the world-renowned Hadimba Temple in the serene old Manali town yet again. The town is characterized by narrow, winding streets lined with quaint wooden houses, cafes, and shops selling local handicrafts and souvenirs. The architecture of the houses seems predominantly traditional with wooden balconies and sloping roofs. As I've come to know, Old Manali is also famous for its vibrant nightlife and live music. The town has numerous bars, pubs, and cafes where naturally we aren't allowed to go. The town is particularly famous among the youth and backpackers, but a person of any age will surely enjoy their time here.
We got specific instructions from our camp instructors that the thing that is banned in Gujarat is banned here as well for us. That's a typical Himalayan yak.
Now let's talk about another architectural marvel towards which we are walking, the Hadimba Temple. Its intricately carved wooden facade, embellished with exquisite details and motifs, reflects the timeless aesthetic sensibilities of the artisans who crafted it. The temple's soaring spire with its ornate carvings and intricate geometries pierces the sky like a spear of divine radiance, beckoning all who hold it to seek spiritual transcendence within its hallowed halls. Indeed, the Hadimba Temple is more than just a place of worship. It's a living testament to the profound wisdom and spirituality of ancient Indian mythology, a symbol of the enduring human quest for meaning, purpose, and of course wanderlust. The Hadimba Temple is a must visit for anyone interested in Hindu mythology or architecture, or anyone willing to see breathtaking views, and of course the ones that are unemployed. Here's a fun fact for you. A very famous scene of the Bollywood chartbuster Ye Jawani Hai Diwani had been shot right here at the Hadimba Temple, and we thought of recreating those moments with a reel containing the same dialogues, but we couldn't do that as we had to go to Mall Road next and had time constraints, and we sure as hell couldn't miss Mall Road. I know you must all have been getting restless to see how Mall Road looks, so here's a sneak peek for you. And let's hear what my travel companions have to say about the beautiful place that Mall Road is and what their expectations are from here.
I'm gonna ask her what she plans to buy from Mall Road.
So I want to buy some accessories and I want to buy something that is typical to the Himachal Pradesh tradition,
Right.
so I can remember the trip back.
Well, the one thing I want to buy is the food of Manali, momos.
Absolutely.
Momos and થોડું ગુજરાતી ચાલે 150 ની કાપ 100 માં લઈ દે ભાઈ આપણે આવું બધું કરવાનું છે ત્યાં બાય બાય.
And yes, I am glad to pick up this awesome Manali traditional cap from the roadside. I mean, I did not pick it up per se, I bought it for $100 as he said.
What do you plan to buy from Mall Road?
I'm planning to get some souvenirs of Manali.
Like this one.
Some special shawls, and bargaining is obviously necessary because we are Ahmedabadis.
Yeah! First.
I will buy sunglasses for the tomorrow's trip.
Okay.
Because we are going to Snow Point and the sir said that we have to buy sunglasses.
Here we can see the statue of the great Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, which christens the beginning of the beautiful Mall Road of Manali. There he is, the great Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji.
Near the statue of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, I couldn't help but notice 2 amazing quotes which I'd like to share with you all. The first one goes, "Kya haar mein, kya jeet mein, kinchit nahi bhaybeet mein, कर्तव्य पथ पर जो भी मिला यह भी सही वो भी सही, वरदान नहीं मांगूंगा, हो कुछ भी पर हार नहीं मानूंगा." And the other one goes, "बाधाएं आती है, घिरे प्रलय की घोर घटाएं, पाँव के नीचे अंगारे, सिर पर बरसे यदि ज्वालाएं, निज हाथों में हंसते हंसते आग लगाकर जलना होगा, कदम मिलाकर चलना होगा. Finally here at the Mall Road, the quintessential promenade of Manali, which is a melange of picturesque charm and effervescence. This scenic street meanders through the pulsating heart of the town, enveloping visitors with an aura of enchantment and romance. The thoroughfare is flanked by quaint and picturesque colonial-style edifices. It is steeped in history, replete with colorful bazaars adorned with a plethora of shops and eateries. It exudes an unmistakable charm and vivacity. It is a shopper's paradise with a gamut of shops selling everything from traditional handcrafts, woolens, jewelry to books and souvenirs. The aroma of locally grown spices and the waft of hot food from the numerous eateries along the road lure visitors, beguiling them to savor the delightful cuisines, which I was fortunate enough to do, beguiled and glad to be beguiled. The hubbub of vendors and tourists alike mingles with the clatter of horses' hooves and rickshaws in a symphony of sound and movement. The vibrant atmosphere is further accentuated by the street performers who showcase their talents to entertain and enthrall the passers-by. Like this guy right here.
I know you all must have been wondering what my plans for Mall Road shopping might be, or you might not have been, in which case... Emotional damage! Well, not really. My plan for today is that I have no plan. I'm going to enjoy the place. I'm going to keep buying souvenirs like this, just like the people said, and I'm going to go with the flow like a dead fish, and I'm going to completely neglect the great quote, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Well, I choose not to apply it here.
I'm gonna do an appetizer tour across the entire Mall Road and try local cuisines like this one. Paneer bread pakoda, basically bathed in oil, and not stuff myself up too much with one meal.
Legit awesome. And some awesome authentic Manali momos right from Mall Road. Next I'm gonna get an 18-1 softie. I've got a sore throat, but I only live once. So, well, who cares? I'll not be able to sleep the whole night. I'll not be able to speak properly. But YOLO! Thank you. Wow. Just wow. This thing is the best. I can eat hundreds and hundreds of these things for life. Wow. And we're all fans of the 18-1 softie for life now. Ek homemade Siddhu de do, veg. भैया इसके अंदर क्या आता है?
इसके अंदर रहता है काजू, रहता है अखरोट, रहता है पीनट, रहता है और बाहर का जो है चावल के आटे का रहता है.
अच्छा, बढ़िया. Thank you. It was spicy.
It's spicy.
Yeah. It was spicy. It was hot and very heavy. So finished it up quite quickly. Not a lot to cover. So yeah.
Siddhu was one thing I had to scratch off from my things to eat in Manali list, as it was an item unique to Manali. While there, it felt great because of the vibe that the Mall Road was exuding with friendly people around me. However, on reflection, I deduced that I'm not the biggest fan of the Siddhu and that I could have lived without trying it. But oh curiosity, thou art a heartless little bitch.
Getting another one. Who cares about the throat? This is so good. Amazing. So good. Guilty pleasure. Butterscotch, blackcurrant, chocolate, kiwi, strawberry, vanilla, pista, mango. Wow.
What's up?
Yo.
Yo, what's up?
You've got nothing for yourself. No. How selfless and how selfish am I? I'll have to look for stuff for my family.
I'm buying some.
Ecstasy. Impulsive buying. Awesome. Muffler added, hat added, this one added, I don't know what. Oh, this is just my wallet. Yeah. There's some light rain here on Mall Road, and believe me, I thought that Mall Road was overrated, but now I think I get the beauty that lies in this place, and the beauty is also in the fact that I'm shooting this thing with an iPhone of a friend. So yeah, double whammy. I did not pack mufflers when I came here because I wasn't sure that I liked them. But now I think that mufflers are going to be the new fashion statement of Manali. I think it already is. It's just that I wasn't aware of it. Now I'm well and truly aware, and I am a fan of mufflers. Well and truly. And shamelessly eating a third one. I am literally in love. 8-in-1 softie. Marry me. Enjoying one plate of chote gulab jamun from here. Another surprise for my mom. She is going to be happy. And here's a suicidal fourth one. Bye bye voice. Trying a fire pan for the first time in my life. Let's see how it goes. कुछ जलता हलता तो नहीं ना भैया? कुछ नहीं ना? हाँ बस पहली बार खा रहे हैं.
Firstly, that's me appreciating the fire pan and extending my praises through gestures, and then I'm having to bargain with the bhaiya with my mouth stuffed from all corners.
Describe your mall road experience. What did you buy for yourself, for your mom, for your family? Tell us everything.
Yeah, it was an amazing.
India wants to know. The world wants to know. Great blooper. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Shaival, the floor is yours.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. It was an amazing experience for me. I met lots.
Blow. I have with me Darsh. I'm gonna ask him how his experience was at the mall road. And my cap has been taken by someone who wanted some pictures with it. I'm really missing my pahadi cap, but never mind. Here's Darsh.
हाँ, मनाली के मोमोज बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे हैं और मनाली के मार्केट में मैंने इतना मस्त बार्गेनिंग किया. मैंने बोला कि मैं एक स्टूडेंट हूँ, सारे पैसे ट्रेन की टिकट है, मुझे मेरी छोटी बहन
यही चाहिए
400 की चीजें मुझे 300 में मिली. सब चीजें ऐसे मैंने फिक्स प्राइस पे
बेसिकली फिक्स प्राइस पे कुछ भी नहीं लेने का.
गुजराती
That's the motto. That's the Gujju life. And I took a lot of lessons of bargaining from my mom. You can see that in my Mumbai video. Here's the link for that in the description. Please look at how my mom bargained and how it is in my blood and how it is in Gujju blood. My hat is on his head. And I'm gonna take it now.
Hello guys.
Hey,
I'm Slow.
there's the guy who did not want to come in a vlog.
Yes.
Now here he is. How was the experience at Mall Road?
Sexy.
Great. I'll have to censor it. Thank you.
I did not. I'm a sucker for free speech. Free speech rules.
No, it's cool.
100 out of 10.
Yeah, great. I thought it was overrated at first, but now I completely get the hype after being here. How was it? Good. Okay.
too much, like, you know, price and all, you know.
Yeah, happens. You have to work hard, huh?
Did you enjoy the mall road?
It was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Bucket hat people.
Record karaye.
Ending the day with a nice bonfire at the campsite, along with fun and games after the tiring journey. Some of the extremely important things at the campsite included some hot boiled water and Indian beverages like hot tea and coffee, which really helped us keep our throats and our voices intact. For us Ahmedabadis to adapt to such diametrically different weather conditions was going to be supremely difficult. But the presence of these items at the campsite really helped smoothen our journey as well as our voices. Therefore, bring out more softies. Day 4 says a cheerful good morning and seems like the bonfire from yesterday is still burning.
I've got Devansh here and today we're going to Snow Point in Solang Valley. What are your expectations, and tell me, is this what you came to Manali for?
Yes, of course I came here for this only, and I think it will be very good because of the snow. Here we have expectations of high.
Great, absolutely, me too. And my mom has been saying that Solang Valley is the best place on earth. It's even better than Switzerland. My mom visited this place many years ago and she has been saying that this is just the best. And I have very high expectations from Solang Valley. So let's see how the experience goes. So Shaival, how are the mall road softies? What effect has it had on your voice?
Yeah, this is the effect that the mall road softies made to me. And
Did you have boiled water after that?
yeah, I drank 3 glasses of boiled water.
5! Thanks for the vapor, by the way. A local web series is being shot here near our campsite, and I think they're trying to get the Beas river in the background, and this seems like the crew, and the set is getting ready right now. We have left the campsite, and the agenda for today is to bask in the glory of the snow of the Solang Valley and the Dhundi Valley, and we'll also go to the Atal Tunnel and the Sisu Lake nearby. The Border Roads organization has got a great hand in making these roads as beautiful as they are. They are maintained to perfection right now, and the highways are absolutely high quality, and we thank the Border Roads organization for that. The Director General of the Border Roads organization is Lieutenant General Rajiv Chaudhary. We are at a very high altitude right now, and we can feel the snow. It is getting chillier and networks are being lost here. Just about to enter Atal Tunnel. And we have entered the amazing Atal Tunnel. The Atal Tunnel is a prodigious manifestation of modern day engineering marvels. It is a manifestation of human audacity and innovation that has transfigured the landscape of the Leh-Manali region by providing a vital and safe connectivity conduit, and has propelled the socio-economic development of the area. The fact that it has been built itself is a massively convoluted task. It was unimaginable a few decades ago to get such a state-of-the-art connecting facility in such mountainous regions with unstable weather. As Indians, we should be proud of the fact that the Atal Tunnel is the world's highest highway single-tube tunnel at a height of 3,048 meters. The tunnel, with a length of 9.02 kilometers, is a feat of human engineering prowess that required cutting-edge technical expertise, state-of-the-art equipment, and a profound understanding of geological and environmental factors. It is a shining example of how technology, when deployed with a judicious approach, can surmount insurmountable obstacles. Sir, ये कौन सी जगह है? ये हाँ ये धुंधी है. क्या कौन सी? धुंधी वैली. तो दिस इज आवर सर. आप बताइए स्नो को क्या कहते हैं इधर? ह्यू.
सोना वाला ह्यू, अच्छे वाला ह्यू.
अच्छा. और इधर रास्ते में हम आगे कहाँ जा रहे हैं? जरा
अभी जाएंगे धुंधी नीचे.
धुंधी.
तो हमारा जो आज अटल टनल क्रॉस करके दूसरी साइड जाने वाले थे हम सिसु.
अच्छा.
तो वहाँ पे जाने नहीं दे रहे हैं गाड़ी.
ओके.
तो हम क्या करेंगे, वहाँ से अटल टनल देख के वापिस अभी रुकेंगे हम.
ओके.
स्नो पॉइंट में कहीं पे देखेंगे अच्छा सा व्यू जहाँ पे आए, जहाँ पे की स्लाइड अच्छा हो, बिल्कुल सेफ देखेंगे. वहाँ पे हम स्लाइड करेंगे, स्नो से खेलेंगे, एंजॉय करेंगे.
बढ़िया.
बस यही.
हाँ, गवर्नमेंट परमिशन नहीं मिलने के कारण हम आगे नहीं जा पाए. We could not go to the other side of the Atal Tunnel to see the Sisu Lake, which was closed due to bad weather. But how do you even define bad weather? We were literally seeing droplets of water solidifying and falling in front of our eyes as snow. We were extremely lucky to have witnessed snowfall in this season. कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है ना. Snowfall पाया और Sisu Lake खोया, unfortunately. Or fortunately, the paradoxical turn of events. Lol. We can totally experience the snow. We can feel it in our hands. The snow is falling, and you have to come to Manali for this. And this is the Dhundi Valley where we are finding snow. We are at the snow point here, and it is chilling cold. Walking in the snow, my shoes are not waterproof, so my legs are going to become a kulfi. And it is very slippery. And we can see some all-terrain vehicles, ATVs over here. Ayyo, and I have probably tripped in the snow. Snow in my shoes, and the view is unreal, unbelievable. It's as if I'm on another planet, but this is Earth. And it is fulfilling to believe that such places exist on Earth. Just wow. And there's an amazing snowman built by someone over here. क्या है ये? क्या अबे ये क्या? हाँ, हाँ.
मारो फेंक तो नहीं मारना किस. Oh, headshot. Oh. Ui. Very cold, but very fun.
In this weather, everyone said that we could not experience snowfall, but we are very fortunate to experience snowfall, and we can see that there is snow here in abundance, and the snow is falling. The view is great, the vibe is great. Go. Instructed by the camp instructors to walk in a certain way so that we don't slip in the snow. One of the method is called plunging. So walking like this, and planting your foot in the snow so that you don't slip, like this. Mainly, the main aim of this method is to prevent friction, is to provide friction, right? So another method is to plunge a toe in the snow so that you don't slip. If I walk in a normal way like this, you see, I slip.
The Dhundi snow point is situated at an altitude of approximately 2,700 meters above sea level and is located about 22 kilometers from Old Manali. It is renowned for its breathtaking views which attract a significant number of visitors annually from around the world, who come to bask in the sublime natural beauty and tranquility of the surroundings. The sheer grandeur and magnificence of the snowy landscape is a testament to the awe-inspiring power and majesty of the nature. Also, how did an American guy even pronounce Dhundi?
We thought that we were extremely lucky, but now the weather is extremely torrential and the snow is falling really hard and really fast. We're all kulfis right now, basically kulfis, and we're here at a Maggie stall and we're getting, the snow is killing us to the core, and this Maggie could probably act as a refresher for us.
Removing gloves even for eating felt like Medusa giving me a death stare towards my hands.
I had so much fun in the snow, and our hands are numb like that. My hands
really
are
can't
free
be
and my legs are also free.
Yeah, indeed. But you're still going to Solang Valley, guess what? That's a goodbye to Dhundi, straight off to Solang. This is how the roads near the Dhundi Valley look like. And look at these beautiful trees all around. There's great vegetation, there's a great deal of snow and there's snowfall. The road is wet with the snowfall and you can see this place is rife with natural beauty, slopey roads on a very high altitude. After playing with the snow at the Dhundi Valley, we are now at the Solang Valley. There isn't much snow here, but there are many horses and many yaks that we could ride. There also are some all-terrain vehicles over here. There are some beautiful forest-like areas, and this seems like a season 1 Game of Thrones episode. And here are some Himalayan yaks, and there's some cosplay going on over there with the Pahadi people. Snow does seem to be falling from above, but I don't think there's any snow getting accumulated over here at the Solang Valley. Let's go. This is an all-terrain vehicle at the Solang Valley, which unfortunately I won't be able to drive because we have been instructed not to. And that there is a ropeway which takes you right to the top of the snow point, but we played with the snow at the Dhundi Valley, so we're just gonna enjoy some Maggie and hot corn. Well, surprise, surprise! Guess what? I got special permission to go ride the ATV provided I came back in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, I had to go till the Shiv Mandir on the ATV, pay the guys, see the breathtaking views from near the Shiv Mandir and get back down in time. Easy peasy? Not really. It was an adrenaline rushing experience and a race against time. It was truly unforgettable, which was made even more challenging when the UPI didn't work due to lack of internet there and I had no cash. Paying was an issue, but I had to do this anyhow. Riding an ATV alone costs a lot more than with a guy with you, so I got a friend to come along with me. Me and my bro Dhairya are going up. We are going through this all-terrain vehicle on a very mountainous terrain. It is just out of the world. I have never experienced anything like this ever before in my life. Wow! Solang Valley indeed is special. Oh! Shout out for the video, guys! Sometimes karma is simply off duty. You do good things for others and get this in return. Anyways, I appreciate the efforts. This is where all the ATVs are parked. And there's a Shiv Mandir. This is a Shiv Mandir atop the Solang Valley. And this is the bridge we've got to cross to reach the Shiv Mandir. And it looks beautiful. This is the Shiv Mandir. And I am legit panting right now. And you can hear the prayers out here. And I have to go now. I finally got to ride the ATV for myself. It was the bhaiya that was riding it previously because of time constraints, and The bhaiya was saying that he'd give me on the flat road, but I said that I really need to drive this, and he gave it to me here. And we had very less time to argue because of the time constraints that I told you about. So this was super fun. Super fun. We are at such a high altitude right now that the clouds are right beside us. This here is Deepak Bhaiya. He took me through the ATV and I did not have cash at that particular moment. He took me to the ATM and got the ride done for me. Thank you very much. Welcome, yeah. बहुत शुक्रिया आपका. After the ATV ride, it's time to enjoy some hot Anda Maggie in this cool weather. Hot Maggie, hot Butta, killer combination. The weather is perfect for some Maggie and I'm enjoying Maggie with my buddy Harshal here.
Yeah.
There's the entire group with satisfied faces having completed their entire agenda of coming to Manali, mostly. And that's me having a run at the campsite as we were back by 4 and we had a lot of free time and we were slated to do some camp fun at the end of the day. Closing out the day with an absolute banger of a DJ party at the camp. Best thing about Manali that you will take to Ahmedabad and never ever forget in your entire life.
The snow of the Solang Valley, you have to visit that. It's the best thing you can find in this spot.
One highlight moment of the trip.
Dance we did, it was very good.
Dancing with me, oh boy, I am honored. I am thoroughly honored, bro.
We danced for 2 hours and it was so amazing.
So the Manali trip is about to come to a very melancholy yet happy end. It's paradoxical, I know.
But the one experience I would remember for life is the river crossing. The cold water was like very mesmerizing, yet it was very beautiful and fun to experience.
Put a finger on just one.
I think so visiting the snow point.
The one highlight experience for me was to sit by the riverside, river Beas, and mesmerizing the sound of the water and enjoying the nature. The Anala camp guiders gave us time of around 15 minutes to think about ourselves. To think that what could we do in the future, what did we do in the past, and how to live the present.
And I would like to make an interjection here. Shaival here made a great philosophical discovery about it. While the stream was flowing, he said that the rocks are the problems and the stream is like our life. Sometimes the stream goes up and sometimes there are downs. It is great to see Shaival thinking with such a great philosophical insight.
Another Robert Frost of 21st century.
Yes, flexing! एक मिनट इसका मतलब
होता है कि आप क्या कर रहे हो
ओके
लोकल लैंग्वेज में कि तू की के दला
फिर किसी को ये बोलना मनाली हमको बहुत अच्छा लगा
मुंह में मनाली बहुत अच्छा लगा
वाह मतलब कि बहुत जल्दी जल्दी कर रहा है दिस गाय इज डूइंग वेल
सोपला लाते करना बड़ा अच्छा कर
अच्छा
सर मेरा छेती हो रहा है हाँ छेती पंजाबी हो गया
Procrastinators here in our tent. The tent is really messy and we had been procrastinating packing to the last day. Now guess what? Today is the last day and today we're supposed to pack. A grueling task indeed. Me and my other gym rat friend Yash Jindal were flexing it out while we were packing and it was fun to find a gym rat on the trip and he accompanied me in some of my runs.
And my best part was that the river crossing and stream walk. It was the best experience, and the river was very cold.
So Jindal, go on.
So my favorite thing of the trip was we went to
We went to the riverside to do meditation and stuff. That was my favorite part.
The best part of my trip to Manali was that I got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So for me, it was the playing with snow because it was my first time.
Man,
Best part of the trip was
clicking photos of me.
yeah, that and we went to the stream and then we dipped in the stream. Then we went to the hot springs, which was literally the most pleasurable thing in the world.
Wow, absolutely, I completely agree. By now, you all must have been wondering what my favorite experience in Manali was. And to be honest, I have two. Firstly, I had been very, very xenophobic when I came here. I couldn't have imagined in my wildest of dreams that I would be playing with dogs. But now, I played with a German Shepherd and here you can see the pictures. I played with some street dogs as well. In the camp, the dogs were very docile and friendly. The other great experience was that riding an ATV in Solang Valley was unreal. I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe the view that I was seeing in front of me. It seemed magical, honestly. And driving that ATV on that rocky terrain and getting the chills through my spine, that is an experience that is unparalleled. You must be able to hear the pitter-patter of the rain quite evidently, right? Because even Manali is weeping because of the fact that I'm leaving it. Here are some of the most awesome and friendly camp instructors there could ever be. They are the ones who made the trip safe and fun at the same time. By now, we had left Manali and this is a video clip from Delhi, and post reaching Delhi, we ordered some fast food after eating all sorts of healthy food at Manali, minus the day at Mall Road. This is some nice Starbucks and Domino's, tried and tested stuff.
Saying it wrong. Croissant.
Croissant has been destroyed.
Oh my god.
POV Starbucks be flirting with you, but writes your name wrong. Feeling good to not be covered in 3 layers of clothing now that I'm in Delhi. We're at the Delhi railway station right now in order to make the final journey back to Ahmedabad. The trip is going to end here, but the journey, fortunately, is not. There's still a train ride back to Ahmedabad, full of drama and full of fun.
Whole trip was very great. Snowfall.
I guess the Rishi Waterfalls, the trek was little hard, but it was worth it after we reached there.
First person to say this. Great. So I have Darsh with me again. So Darsh, what's your one favorite moment of the entire trip?
Well, I cannot say one favorite moment. The entire trip was a blast. I enjoyed a lot in the trip, especially with this guy, Shiva.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
Your one favorite moment of the entire trip to Manali?
Well, it has to be snow.
I have Kishan sir with me, our camp instructor. What is your one favorite moment of the entire trip?
જ્યારે શિવ બિલોક ના બનાવતો હોય ને એ ફેવરિટ મોમેન્ટ હતી મારી કેમ કે એ તો નીકાળી દે અમારા માટે ટેન્શન વધી જતું અને તારા લીધે બીજા બધા પણ ફોન નીકાળતા તારી કમ્પ્લેન આવેલી છે શિવ
ઓકે એવું ધ્યાન રાખીશ
એક કેમ્પમાં નહીં કરો ને મસ્ત કેમ્પ હતો પાર્ટિસિપન્ટ પણ મસ્ત હતા
ઓકે Final goodbye from the Delhi railway station with this cute little bunch. Off to Ahmedabad from the Delhi railway station, last train of the trip. This kind of headroom seems magical right now because I have been coming in trains crouched up in the middle or the upper berth over to that side. Now I'm on this side of the train, it feels amazing and I'm gonna sleep like a king or not sleep like a king, but I do definitely feel like a king and I'm gonna have a great time with this much headroom and headspace being a tall guy. So yeah, very happy for this. And that is the example of the tomfoolery that we had been doing in the trains. We'll be fast forwarding to Ahmedabad and it was an awesome train ride with this new bunch of amazing friends I'd made on the trip. So me and Shaivala back at Ahmedabad. What is your first reaction after coming home?
Ew, home.
I'm more like home sweet home. I mean, I love Manali, but as it's said in Gujarati, dharti no chedo ghar.
My one of the favorite experience was I made a new best friend
And a girlfriend named Arya Sangui, and Harry is a gay. Thank you. Anyways, guys.
ए साइड में कर रहा